Everybody, it's 2024 and I guess I need to learn to start bringing the good microphone to work, so I hope the audio is okay here. First off, just because this is dealing with a certain group of people, I am not saying in any way that all people that are of this particular persuasion are bad. Don't put words in my mouth. I've never once condemned all of anyone in a group. And if you're using your brain, you will see that there are a lot of these people that are very pissed to be finding out what they are finding right now. So tunnels have been discovered under the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Brooklyn. And I can confirm that all of this footage is in fact from New York. That's NYPD. And here you can see somebody cut the grates out to go down there and see what's going on. And here in a minute, they will walk by and you will see a very clear New York car right there. So this has been going on for a few weeks. Evidently, neighbors have been hearing strange sounds and they have continued throughout the last couple of weeks. And all the neighbors were getting real suspicious about what was going on here. You can only guess what they were probably hearing. And then the cement trucks showed up. See the cement truck right there? Here in a second, you're going to see the pumper truck. And you see that line down on the ground? At one point, you can see that it's disconnected. It looked like they were actively pumping and somebody came and put a stop to it. You see how there's concrete in there? So they already started pouring this in. And then everybody said, nah, what the hell's going on? They start ripping the walls apart. They find all kinds of underground areas. Now, since the concrete truck was already there, they obviously had the, let's just say, things they don't want seen. Hate to say that about a possible person, but it was cleared out already, okay? But among the things that were being pulled out of there were mattresses, okay? And this is absolutely disgusting, but look at the stain on that mattress right there. And yeah, these people are not happy about what they're seeing. And of course, this is going to get buried behind everything they possibly can. Expect all kinds of diversions and other stuff going on in the very near future. There have been multiple people detained. I don't want to show the video of it because the flashing lights set off the sensors here. But I saw at least 10 people escorted out. And that's about all I feel like showing on here. This is going off on Twitter right now, so you guys can go over there and look into it all you want. And I'm not even going to say what needs to be happening here. The cops should have just let that mob have them. I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, that's what's going on in the world. Static out.
The afternoon of January 8th, when an illegal secret tunnel beneath the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Brooklyn, New York, was uncovered by the NYPD, sparking riots and chaos. Apparently, police discovered these tunnels about a month ago through an anonymous tip. But yesterday, a cement truck, curiously, was there to fill in the tunnels, and a group of Hasidic Jewish men were arrested. And they were accused of standing in said tunnels and refusing to leave, having a standoff between themselves and the officers. Of course, there are many questions about what these tunnels were used for. Footage was taken of a small, soiled mattress being removed, as well as a child's high chair being discovered. Some notes on Chabad: they are one of the largest Jewish organizations in the world, and that means they have great international influence. So I really want to emphasize that this wasn't some rinky-dink synagogue. It was the headquarters in Brooklyn. Reports are that in recent years, work has been done to these tunnels. There have been suggestions that they were COVID congregation centers during lockdown, but that's mainly just speculation. And it's important to note that these tunnels are connected to underground passageways of surrounding buildings and such, and we really don't know. Reports haven't been published stating where they lead. What do y'all think about these tunnels, and what do you think they've been used for? Around the same time,
is definitely crazy. It's not the craziest thing I want to show you tonight. I don't know why the Jews popping out of the tunnels the other day couldn't have happened closer to the stream, because now it seems like it's a real old story. No one's even talking about it anymore. A bunch of Jews were popping out of... The Jews were popping out of tunnels. Nobody was... How did this news cycle get away from the... What was in the fucking tunnels? Was Secretary Austin in the fucking tunnels? Everyone's like, oh no, let's move on. No, shit, no, I ain't moving on. This might have happened 3 fucking days ago, but let's talk about it for a second. What the shit's going on over here? Teenage Mutant Ninja Joos. There were so many good memes. For like 24 hours, there were so many good memes. Even Jews were laughing at these. Even the Jews who don't have the thingies coming off the side of their heads, even those Jews were like, oh, them fucking Jews with the thingies. I was like, oh shit, what is going on over here? Oh, the fucking Hasids, man. I don't fuck with no Hasids. What the shit? You had tunnels. You had some sort of synagogue being, they were going to pump cement into these tunnels. And then all of these Hasidic Jews were like, no, hey, leave our tunnels alone. They're totally fine. And then people were showing video. There were like kid strollers down there. There was a nasty mattress being pulled out of that thing. And listen, people were like, listen, were they raping people on that mattress? I don't know. Jews seem like a clean people. Like, I don't know if they would be... I've never seen a clean mattress outside somebody's house. Whenever somebody throwing a fucking mattress out, they always like that. I don't know if I don't know what the fuck is going on, but what I do know is ain't nobody talking about it anymore, and I think that's fascinating. I was like, oh, we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on, everybody. LASIK is great laser quality is the difference. I wonder what that means. Does that mean there's poor LASIK? There's poor quality lasers being jammed in people's eyes? Here's this funny thing. Look at this. So here's a dude way back on December 11th. This is hilarious. Heroes in a half shell. Shekel, Torah power. Oh no, you're under arrest. Look at this fucking dude. Look at this fucking guy. Look, December 11th. December 11th. I swear, I keep hearing... I keep hearing Yiddish. He's not even... He didn't even get... That's fucking so good. He didn't even go... Like, I keep hearing mumbling. I keep hearing whispers. No. I keep hearing Yiddish. That's very specific. I keep hearing Yiddish. Holy fuck. Again, December 11th. I swear, I keep hearing Yiddish under my floor in New York apartment. I live at ground level. We've got no basement. What's going on? What is happening? Some of you owe me an apology. Holy fuck. Holy shit, there are Jews living under my apartment. I hear them. It's like they are digging or something, for the record. I live at ground level. He was about to be arrested. He was about to get 5150 by his fucking family. His family were like, whoa, shh. You better shut up about that Yiddish. You better shut up about that shit. You're going to get us all arrested. And the guy was like, no, it's past October. Nobody likes the Jews anymore, so I'm allowed to say shit like this. They're like, no. Since I'm not crazy. Some of you... Oh my god, please tell me that this dude's okay. He hasn't been hijacked and arrested and forced into some sort of re-education.
So notice those two posts are on December 11th, and the one at the bottom is actually November 7th. And when Salty made this video, it had been 3 days since the incident on January 8th. And he hadn't heard anything about it for a day and a half. It was only a story for 24 hours, and then no one said another word. And this is proof that James True is right. This isn't a truth community, a truth movement. It's a comfort movement. That's why so many of y'all want to keep chasing phantoms on some island and a list of the people that went to that island and on this plane that's going to be released. You don't want to face what's right in front of you, or this story wouldn't be dead 24 hours later. Even amongst the so-called truthers, no one spoke another word of it. The tunnels were said to go to multiple buildings. One that's across the street from this place, of worship, I guess, and other buildings in the local vicinity. This tunnel wasn't just over to the one building across the street. There were multiple other buildings that this tunnel network connected to. So they didn't just build this tunnel network during the C-19 so that they could still worship because they're so devoted to their faith that during lockdown they still wanted to worship so bad that they would sneak around underground and dig tunnels, and we fabricated all these tunnels during that time just a short time ago during the C-19 so that we could pray. But you still hear so-called truthers talking about this list that's going to be released from this so-called island that none of them have ever been to. But you have direct access to this underground facility that is being used for nefarious purposes, as evidenced by what was found in there, and the fact that they were trying to fill it with concrete, and they were in the midst of doing it when they got stopped by people who decided to stop them physically. Guess what? Those people that decided to stop them physically and disconnect that concrete pump outside at the truck so that the concrete could not continue flowing inside to fill the tunnels, figured you guys would be on top of it. Once they released this and showed the world what's happening here, people would give a shit. Those people now see humanity and the people around them for what they are. They used to think something differently than what they do now. Their faith has been destroyed. Their faith in humanity, you've heard the story, the saying, "This restored my faith in humanity." Guaranteed the people that went to the lengths they did to make this story happen and disconnected those concrete pumps, their faith in humanity has been destroyed. Just as mine has over the past 6 years. This will be the 7th summer about plasma fire, watching people go around like zombies pretending it's not happening. Same thing. They are slaves pretending to want to be free, that someone's keeping us down. They are so-called truthers pretending to want the truth. But when there's the mountain of truth right in front of you, they're like, no, I want to keep looking elsewhere for little nuggets of truth. I've shown them a giant gold mountain. They're like gold miners who like to go into the river and look for little shiny flakes of shit and pan around for little shiny flakes. And I show them there's a giant mountain of gold if you're a miner of truth. There's literally mountains of evidence of this plasma fire that is a truth that is more of greater magnitude than anything the world has ever seen. There it is. Get it. You say you're hungry for truth, here it is. Eat it, as DMX once said. But they're like, no, I want to go back and continue looking for little shiny flakes. They're not really in it for the gold, for the truth. They're in it for the search. And once you show them the truth, they're like, oh, I'm going to keep searching somewhere else for something else. They don't want the truth. They're in it for the comfort of pretending to want to find the truth. And once we do, then we'll be free. These slaves, that's the difference between a slave and a prisoner. Prisoner wants out. And when you throw them a rope, they will use that rope to get out. Slave does not want out. And they will stop the other slaves from using that rope. So next time you hear one of these so-called truthers say anything about Epstein Island and a magic list, you shove this down their throat. Tell them you call yourself a truther, there it is. Eat it. Otherwise, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear another word from you.